Probably helps out if my headset's turned on that you can hear me now. Oh, parking brake is on. What the heck? Oh, gee. Whoop, hold on. Okay, hold on a second. There we go. Oops. Okay. Parking brake is not turned on. Let's see. Don't need wipers anymore. Huh? What model of what? Webcam? If you're talking about webcam, I use a Elgato Facecam, the first generation one. A website? I'm using Firefox. Oh, I'm streaming on Twitch and YouTube. Of course, you know about YouTube, but streaming on Twitch. So, and I'm using Stream Elements to stream with. Ooh, if that's what you're talking about. Website, okay. Yeah, we're using twitch.tv. But you're watching on YouTube, so. Okay, whatever. Let's see. Yeah, okay. Oh, my webcam is blocking my. Hold on. I'm gonna have to switch my camera. Where is it? We got it. Sources. Elgato Facecam. Switch it to the other side. Sorry, everybody, but I'm covering up my webcam because I might cover up. No, a website. Oh, to get a mod. Oh, most of the mods that I'm using to right now come from the Steam Workshop, but I'm also using a place called modats.com. Most of the things work. It's not because of where you get the mods. Usually, it's because of some of them, like the some of the versions of East meets Mid North don't always work. I mean, they've worked up until 1.57. For some reason, The one for 1.58 doesn't work that great, but it's almost like you're experimenting when you're using mods sometimes. But because when you're modding, you're using a certain load order, which kind of sucks. I don't like the fact that we have to use load order in order for everything to work properly. Positioning type of, oh, here it is. Okay, that's better. Now we're gonna go put this back over here. There, now everybody can read the stuff that I want to be able to read. If you don't mind joining the Discord, I have a lot of the mods that I'm using today, links and load order and all that type of stuff in the Discord. It's just look, if you have Discord, you can just look up CTman1975 in Discord. Or if you don't have Discord, I believe Nightbot on YouTube has a command for !Discord. Now, hopefully everybody can excuse me. I just came in from outside shoveling, so I've only been inside for maybe half an hour or so. We got probably about 8 inches of snow yesterday, and since it snowed until like 5 o'clock yesterday, I didn't get out there while it was snowing because I could barely see outside when it was snowing. The wind was blowing and all kinds of stuff. They were saying that the winds could be up into could gust up into the 60s yesterday, so I stayed inside while it snowed and started shoveling the snow today. Oh well, I turned when I wasn't supposed to, but you know what? For some reason down in Mexico they don't care. But if you want to use Reforma, the best place to go to is the Team Reforma website. Type in you look up Team Reforma, it'll tell you the website, and then you go for the 3 Reforma things. You go for the Mega one, and well, it's easier to just go into Discord. Discord tells you almost everything that I'm using right now. There's only like a couple of mods that are not in there because I haven't completely tested them yet. I did some testing yesterday, but that wasn't streaming, so it doesn't really count. This truck, the trailer, the engine, the transmission, and the sounds are all from the Steam Workshop, if anybody is wondering. Matter of fact, I'm sort of working with a person from a follower of a different channel. Him and I are working together in Discord to put together a dedicated mod server for this game. So we're just coming up with our own set of mods to see what we want to put on there, and he has been. I gave him a list, and he goes. Basically, I showed him a picture of the truck that I'm currently driving. And he goes, okay, let's come up with a set of mods that we want to do, and he said he would start building. Because he builds physical servers. He doesn't use server like G-Portal or anything. He builds servers himself. Matter of fact, the server that I was driving on, well, I was trying to drive on his unmodded ATS server on Saturday, but for some reason his server wasn't playing nice. It kept telling him that there was some sort of error, so I don't know if he figured that part out or not. Okay, I need this. Okay. There we go. Let's see. Oh, okay. So, I'm only going to be streaming for maybe 2 hours, if that, because I have a little bit more to do out there, and I figured I would stream while I'm taking a break. Oh, also, Variety Farms FS22, thank you for the sub. I know a lot of people sub when I'm offline, but that seems... Oh, I see why it's going both. Okay, hold on. I know why. No. Yes, we're going to remove that panel. I see why it was giving... Okay, hold on. Chat. No. Hello, are you doing this to me again? No, don't do that. No. I want... Hold on. Get rid of that for a second. And now go over here. Where is... Okay, activity feed. No. There. That's what I want. There we go. I was wondering why it... Okay. I was wondering why it was giving chat twice and then I saw both of them were multi-chat. Usually I have multi-chat and I have the Twitch chat open, because if I don't have Twitch chat open, it doesn't show... Oops. It does not show the like the bit, or not the bits, the channel point redeems. One good thing about this is that off stream, off stream I played this game probably for like 3 or 4 hours yesterday, and yeah, I had a little bit of a stutter that the game almost crashed, but it didn't. Almost crashing doesn't count. I guess they're trying to keep people from speeding by putting speed bumps there. Let's see. Okay, there we go. So the last time I shoveled the driveway, our driveway, was it was well, let's put it this way, it was partially shoveling and partially snow blowing, and then today the snowblower decided it didn't care. Whoops, what I wanted to do, it wanted to not do anything. It made a loud squeaking sound when I put it into gear so that the thing would blow the snow. What the heck? Where the frick am I? What? Uh-oh. I went past my turn, didn't I? Yes, I did. I went past my turn. Cause this... Wait, huh? Oh, no. Where am I going to get my load? Thought I had a load. Where'd it go? Where? Oh, we went way past it. We're supposed to be going to Home Depot. Great. There's somebody behind me. Hold on. Well, person, you're going to get a face full of green truck. Because my trailer's gonna hit you. Oh, you know what we're gonna do? Here, I'll do this too. While we're here. Hope everybody's doing good today. Trying to call somebody to see if I could get them to finish the end of the driveway for me, because the snow at the end of the driveway has been plowed, and when you have plowed snow, it gets really heavy, and it would take a really long time for me to do it, and I would probably hurt myself if I tried to do it, so we're trying not to do it. I think. Hold on. Where are we going here? Okay, we're still going up that way. Some more. Oh, we just broke the law. We didn't stop at the stop sign. Hey, you know what? We turned left on red, and we didn't get a ticket, so. We're going to the Home Depot. Here, we'll do this. Whee! Just pull right over the curb. Oh. They like their speed bumps for some reason. Cargo. We're going to Philadelphia. We're down in Durango, and we're going to Philadelphia. So if anybody... Well, I'm probably going to be the only person doing this today because, well, first of all, right now, Convoy is not open. And I don't know if it should be open because... See, like I said earlier, I was doing, what do you call it? I had Convoy open yesterday, but I didn't have the stream going, so therefore there is something new being added. How the heck are we loading here? There's no loading. There is no door or anything. So why are we sitting here? You can't load in anything. Whoops, wrong one. That's the wrong one. Ooh. Okay. Oh. Oh, that's weird. Okay. Says we're unstable. Oh well. F3. Oh, I don't know. Do I want to do that? The bad part is you can't see the miles that are left there. And you can see it with the other one, but okay, well. We're going to do this. Oh, if anybody hasn't seen this trailer before, oh, you can't really see it right this moment, but the marker lights on the trailer flash as well as the lights on the bumper. Hey, Cookies Monster, how's it going? Oh, wow. I'm only going to be inside for maybe a couple hours, and then I gotta go back out and finish some more stuff up. I still have the end of the driveway to do and the end of the sidewalk to do. Because if I can't get somebody out here to finish off the end of the driveway for me, I'll end up doing it myself. And unfortunately, it's really heavy stuff, so we'll be doing it little by little, and it'll probably take an hour to do the end of the driveway. Maybe more. But it's gotta be done. Because if the end of the driveway isn't done, nobody can get out of the yard, and I don't have to do the end of the sidewalk because the mailman and the trash can be put at the end of the driveway, but I would rather not have them at the end of the driveway, because then that makes the driveway that much narrower. Oh, we might not finish this job today then, because it says that it's going to take us until 6 o'clock, and I don't want to be inside at 6. I'd rather be, well, if I'm inside at 6, I'd rather be done with my stuff outside at 6. So we probably won't finish this job today. I highly doubt that people would want to watch a Be Right Back screen for an hour or longer. Uh-oh, I screwed up. I went the wrong way. So it gives me that I'm supposed to turn around. Uh-oh, please don't tip over. Sorry everybody, you're gonna get what the heck? What the frick, dude? Why? Hold on. It's only the second time that I've gone the wrong way so far this stream. Well, the thing does say modded convoy, but that was typed in before I went. Before I picked the job that I started here. Where the heck was I supposed to turn? Am I supposed to turn here? It looks like it. Okay, I guess. Okay, so for people who don't know what they're looking at up at the top, there's two temperatures for the GPU or the graphics card. There's the edge temp, which is the edge of the GPU die, and then there's I guess what they call the junction temperature. I guess that's the middle part. And then the 65% is how much of the graphics card is in use. The 7900 and whatever is the amount of VRAM that's being used. I think the 2502 is the speed of the RAM right now, or whatever. I don't know how fast it's going. And then, of course, the 59C is the temperature of the CPU. %, or 42 or whatever it is right now, is the one that has the percent is the amount of CPU being used. And of course the one that says V next to it is the voltage that's being used for the whole computer, or I think it is. Because if you're drawing that much voltage through your CPU, you would fry it. Okay, we'll put... And we are using over 17 gigs of system RAM to run all the mods, this game itself, the stream, and everything else that's running to make the stream go. And if anybody wants to know what the program is that I'm using, it's a feature of, well, it's a part of a program called MSI Afterburner. You can use MSI Afterburner to overclock your graphics card if you dare do it. But you can also use it to monitor your computer with a feature of it called Riva Tuner. Riva Tuner is what's up on the screen right now. How fast? Oh, we're doing 72, so doing slightly over the speed limit, but not enough over it that we would get a ticket, so. Of course, this dump truck in front of us is going to go slower than the speed limit. Okay, well. still have to put the snowblower away because the snowblower wouldn't. It would. There was something funky happening with it. Earlier. Oh, you know what? I should find a repair shop. Because if you look at the damage, oh, you can't see the damage. Never mind. Forgot you can't see Trucky right now. Trucky has gets its own way sometimes. It doesn't want to show. It doesn't show up on stream all the time. Usually, what happens is you start the game, you start Trucky, it doesn't show up on stream. You restart the game, you restart Trucky, and then it shows up on stream. And right now, I do not feel like restarting everything for the game. Wow, we're using around 18 gigs of RAM. We're using a little over 7 gigs of VRAM, or video RAM, for the graphics card. For anybody who doesn't read the stuff down below, we are running a Ryzen 5 5600. We are also running 32 gigs of system RAM. We're running a 9060 XT with 16 gigs of VRAM. What? What the heck? I just paid $25 and the frick? Did I just pay $43? Because it said I paid 18 and it said I paid 25. Something screwy there. So on Thursday, everything will be back to normal. Well, let's put it this way. I think it will be back to normal because of the fact that I have not done any testing to see if ProMods is working properly for ETS2, because usually on Thursdays we play ETS2, on Tuesdays we play ATS modded, on Saturday we play ATS unmodded most of the time. If ATS is not working, sometimes we switch to Farming Simulator 25. And sometimes if I'm burnt out on Farming Simulator 25, I play SnowRunner. Because right now, some of the problems that we were having with the computer could have been because the hard drive was almost full. There was actually, at one time it was very close to being full. It was within 100 gigs, okay, of a 1 terabyte NVMe, and then now I think there's over 600 gigs free because some of the stuff that was on the computer when I reinstalled Windows was told to take a hike, and so now there's like probably between 300 and 500 gigs more than there was before. Because a lot of the games that were installed on the computer are not installed on the computer right now. Like Forza Motorsport isn't. Prominence Poker isn't installed. Red Dead 2 isn't installed. And Dirt Rally 2.0. I think right now farming isn't installed either, so. Not 100% on that, but. Man. I had this sweatshirt on when I was outside, and I also had a jacket on. Oh, actually, I had a one-piece, like, coverall, like, you know, like those insulated coveralls on, also. So now I'm kind of sweating. $27. So you gonna let me go now, or what? Or are you gonna kidnap me? Or trucker nap me, whatever, however you want to call it. By the way, the place that we started at today is that place on the side of that trailer. I dropped some stuff yesterday while I was testing to see if modded ATS was gonna work. And we went from, let's see, went from St. Louis, Missouri yesterday to Durango, Mexico. Today we're going from Durango, Mexico to Philadelphia, but probably not all today. We're gonna go as far as we go, and we're gonna go as far as we make it at 5 o'clock. Oops! I just went the wrong way again. So what's new? That's only the third time in this stream. Because there are so many ways you could go back there that I went the wrong way. Hey, you know what? Guess what? We're gonna do this. Shoulders are feeling the shoveling right now. It's just the shoulder, because see, since I'm left-handed, my left hand is on the handle of the shovel, and of course my right arm is on the shaft of the shovel, so between the two of them they lift snow. And It also helps that the type of shovel that we have has a little bit of has that kind of a bend in it, so it's supposed to help you. It's supposed to be more ergonomic of a shovel, so you don't hurt your back. And I have been lucky the last how many ever years that I've been doing shoveling of our driveway and whatnot, that I have not hurt my back. But maybe it's because a lot of the movement of snow has been done by our snowblower some years, and when we don't get very much snow, I go out there and I push the snow around instead of picking it up. I just push it to the other side of the driveway. Man, look at all these trucks parked along the side of the road. Hey, if anybody doesn't want, you can talk. I won't bite your head off. Nobody's gonna ban you if you talk, you know. Honestly, talking makes the stream go by faster. This will say it feels like it does anyways. Also, if you have some bits to spare, you can drop them here if you want to. Because the bits are one of the few things that you can drop here that Twitch doesn't take a cut of anymore. Well, let's put it this way: if you cheer bits, Twitch doesn't take a cut. If you use bits for an extension like gigantifying emotes or highlighting a message with that, or celebratory thing, whatever you want to call it, yes, Twitch takes 20% of that. Or if you use bits to do the sound alerts or blurps or anything like that, yes, the respective program takes a cut of that. If you subscribe to the channel, Twitch takes 50%. Plus whatever fees they come up with. That's all they tell you is they tell you, oh, they go, how come I get less than 50%? They go, oh, there's fee. They take fees out, whatever. That's all they tell me. Oh, those. It's like, yeah. If you send bits, what? Yeah, if you send bits. See, when you buy bits, Twitch gets 40 cents of every dollar spent when you buy the bits. But when you cheer the bits, Twitch doesn't get any more. It's only if you cheer them, not. If you cheer 100 bits, I get $1. If you cheer any other amount, I get that. See, for every 100 bits is $1. So if somebody cheers like 500 bits, that's $5. Twitch does not take a cut of the cheer. They take a cut of the gigantifying emotes. They take any of the type of extension type of things like the sound alerts or the blurps. There's like 20% taken out of those, but if you just cheer them like bits, you just cheer bits, then see that's what Twitch calls it. They call it cheer. If you cheer bits, then I get 100% of whatever you cheer. And if people want to do tips, then Stream Elements takes a cut, but they don't take a cut until, well, actually, excuse me, it's not Stream Elements, it's whatever subsidiary they're using to do the tips through. That subsidiary takes fees when you take it out, or whatever. I don't know exactly how it goes anymore. You don't usually get tips that often, so. But I'm not worried about that. I'd rather have subs and bits, because they all come and go to the same place. They go to my Twitch account, and then they go to my bank account. But I have to wait until I get $50 total in my Twitch account before it becomes my money, not theirs. Hey, hi Juan, how's it going? I don't know if... I hope he heard it anyways. He was hearing it the other day, so... Because there was an update that was supposed to be... I'm doing pretty good, thanks. I'll be doing really good once the driveway is clear. But I have the end of the I have maybe like the last 2 feet of the driveway to do. Hey, look at that.
C33 Keys Monster cheered X200.
Oh, X200, okay. Thank you, Cookies Master. Thank you so much, it's very much appreciated. Just remember, people, it's not a contest. You don't need to outdo anybody, because the only thing you do by trying to outdo somebody is get into trouble. Well, look at that. Community...
High184 cheered X100.
Hey, look at that. Whoa. Whoa, we almost reached level 2 hype train. Oh, community train level 1, 18%. Wow. Look at that. Reach level 2 gift emotes to some lucky viewers, yeah. you, Highline, for the bits. Very much appreciate. Unfortunately, they sit in my Twitch account for a little bit longer because still kind of short, but $50, whatever. Come on, stop, truck. I don't think we want to plow into this guy. Oh, yesterday I accidentally plowed into somebody, and let's just say their car changed location really quickly. They changed altitude and location. Unfortunately, since I wasn't streaming, nobody can see the replay of it. Oh, they're getting on pretty good right now. Of course, I'm not convoying, so that might be some of the reason why they're doing good. We'll find out when we get to Philly how they're doing. I might just finish this job and then go out and and put the snowblower away, and maybe turn on the outside light and maybe finish the end of the driveway if I can do it. Cause see, the one thing that was making the driveway so much harder to do is that I was doing it in direct sunlight. I mean, the snow itself, for the most part, isn't that heavy until you get to the end of the driveway, and then because the stuff at the end of the driveway has been plowed, it is a little bit heavier. Okay, uh-oh. Oh well, that person's going to... Hey, people, I'm new here. I'm not from around here, everybody in Mexico. So you'll have to forgive me for my bad driving. I mean, if it isn't obvious that I'm not from around here. I'm running 53 right now, I think it is. But one thing that I found that made it run maybe a little bit smoother is I put the real companies and real advertisements up at the very top, because real companies and real advertisements are considered other. That's what category they're in for mods. They're in the other category. So it says in the description of the mod that they need to be given higher priority. So I gave them the highest priority that they could get. Top. They got top billing here. So, because yesterday I was having a little bit of problems, and then I did that, and it ran nice and smooth from there on out. Oh, we got... Yeah, we're running 53 mods right now. If I had gotten all of the mods that I was running at one time to load properly, I would have been running 59. But I couldn't get well, actually, I don't know if it's so much the mod or something else, but because what I was doing is I have a Freightliner Cascadia in my garage that isn't doing anything with it. It doesn't have a driver or anything, and I tried to sell it, and for some reason selling that truck crashed the game. But as long as I don't sell it, the game doesn't crash. I can upgrade it. I can do anything as I want with it except sell it. That truck is stuck there. There is one. Well, actually, well, there was. Let's see. There's Reforma that was just. Reforma's been updated. Coast to Coast has been updated. East meets Mid North has been updated. Some of the oh gosh, some of the workshop mods have been updated too. I think what people should do in the modding community is get rid of the version that they're compatible with, because by making it versioning such and such compatible, you make it so that you have to update it constantly, instead of just making a mod that's compatible with everything. Okay, we're turning right up here. Let's do this. Yeah, it's kind of not very loud. Let's put it that way. Oh, you know what? Oh, he is running. Hold on. Let me do something here. If I can do this. Where is it? Sound files. Right turn, dude, is up. Oh. Let's do that, and then we'll submit it. Oh, the scare command isn't turned up loud enough either, because it's supposed to scare the crap out of you. Let's see. Left turn, dude. There. We'll leave it at that for right now. Let's see. Yeah, it is way better. You want to know the weirdest part about that? That's 200%. Oh, by the way, if you hear that grinding sound, my truck has got 24% damage. That's all. I think the trailer has some slight damage too. That's why you hear that grinding when we shift. just a little bit of damage. Well, we got another toll to pay up here. What's this? No, we can't. I don't think we can go through there. I wish I could right now. I can't. I need to go to a repair shop to fix it. Come on. There we go. Now if they let me out, we'll be all set. Oh, by the way, that was our high beams. See? And we can go, whee! We can light up the whole highway. See? Go. Those are our beacons, by the way. Anybody who's been following the stream long enough knows I like those. It's basically it warns people that really don't give a crap that I'm here, because there's some of the AI cars or NPCs or whatever you want to call them that really don't care that you're there. If you try to pull out from the side of the highway, a lot of times they'll pull into the lane right next to the breakdown lane, and they'll make sure that you can't get out. Oops, we were supposed to turn there. We're going to go over this way. If they hate us, there's a good reason for it. It's because we're in 2 different lanes. Because we were supposed to turn where that guy just turned. Now we have to turn a different way. Ooh. Oh wow! Welcome to everybody on YouTube and Twitch. Whoops. We want to go this way. We were supposed to go that little other way there, but whoa, wow, it is pouring out. There, we'll get our wipers going a little bit faster. We are supposed to turn right here. Oops, we gotta get on that other side there. Hopefully, everybody in both chats or both streams is having fun. If anybody has any questions that maybe I can answer, I don't know. Somebody asked earlier about what website I use for my mods. We use a website called modsats.com. Mods most of the time are pretty good. Matter of fact, some of them run better than the ones in the Steam Workshop. Like this truck here, the one we're running right now is actually from the Steam Workshop, but there is a version of this truck on that website, and it runs a little bit better, but one of the reasons why we were running the one from the workshop is because the one on that website at the time of 1.58 release, it was not updated. So therefore, we run the one that's updated. And the good part is because they are virtually the same truck, you don't need to worry about. But our mods, they're things that modify the game from the original. Like this truck here is a mod, it is not originally in the game. Trailer is a mod because it has chrome trim on it that is not part of the game. Basically, it's an add-on that is not in the game, but works with the rest of the game to make it more fun for some people. Some people don't like mods, but I do, because it makes the game more than just a thing where you drive point A to point B. That's basically what American Truck Simulator started out being. Is just like you get to drive from here to there, and because originally the game came with Nevada, Arizona, and California, and it was that way for a few years. And then they started making DLC, or downloadable content, which is a add-on that SCS Software puts out, which is the creator and distributor of this game. So I'm sure anybody who's been on Discord for any length of time has heard that I believe what they're talking about is Discord is going public, which means they're going to have shareholders, which means they're going to have to watch what they do a little bit more carefully to satisfy their shareholders. So also that they're going to need to have people's IDs on their platform verified in some way. And I think they're going to have a lot of people that aren't going to be verified. Because the way that they're trying to verify people is they're trying to get a picture of their ID, and I don't think very many people are going to do it, because the way companies get hacked these days, I don't know about you, but I wouldn't want my information on that on a platform like that to suddenly get in somebody else's hands and have them with whatever they want, just steal whatever they want. I mean, it's bad enough to get spam email coming out everywhere. Turn our high beams back on, make it super bright. By the way, our high beams are not just our headlights, they're also our light bar on top. normally if you want a light bar with a stock truck or a truck that's actually in the game, you have to buy a Volvo VNL 780, because that's the only truck in the game that has a light bar stock that you can put on it. Otherwise you have to use mods to get stuff like that, like we're doing right now. And it's not raining anymore, yay! Oh, it's 53 here. We better slow down a little bit. We were doing 68. Because the reason why the speed limit is so weird through here is we're in Mexico, and Mexico uses kilometers. They don't use miles. Okay, so we have to wait for... Okay, to show everybody where we're at, we are right here, and we want to be right over there later. See, we still have 2,272 miles to go. Oops, we are right up here. Okay, we don't need high beams because we're in a fairly well lit area. I mean, there's nothing stopping me from using them, but... Also, one of the mods I'm sure a lot of people probably don't use, because you probably don't see too many trucks in real life with a 20-speed transmission. That's what we are running in this truck. We're running a 20-speed transmission. That's why it's part of the mods that are in this truck alone are the truck itself, the engine, the transmission, and that's all of them that are just on the truck itself. The trailer itself is a mod because the trailer has whoops, see the chrome trim on the bottom and on the top? That is part of a mod. That is not stock on the truck. And the lights that you see flashing are not stock on the truck either. Those are part of a different mod. They're part of the same one that makes those flash. Oh, wires. Oh, never mind. Okay, well, I was gonna get something to drink, but thought about it too late. So you go. Yeah. We're using over 18 gigs of RAM, using almost 8 gigs of VRAM. Woo! Wasn't paying attention. Okay, well, while we're doing... Yeah, whatever, people. Back up. Oh, there's Trash Man. There. Oh, we have 235 gallons of fuel so far. Because one thing that we did earlier is we refueled the truck. This truck has a fuel capacity of 350 gallons between two separate tanks. Oops. Okay, we are going this way. The last time we turned this direction, we were supposed to go a turn shaped like this, but we missed that part there, and we ended up making a 90-degree turn instead of a gradual one. So far, we have... Whoops. Okay, I'm supposed to go this way. Okay, good. So far, we have driven 580 miles. Still have 2,262 miles to go. This way. Anybody who has either channel points to use I believe that there is a channel point redeemed for unlocking a emote that is normally locked behind it, locked up for subs. There is, use channel points to unlock certain ones, or a one for, I don't know if it's for the entire stream or if it's just for that amount of time. Just put this way, there used to be a redeem for it. Whether it's still there or not, I do not know. They usually don't check things like that too often. Oh, we can do 62 now. Bye, Cookies Monster. Thank you for hanging out. Yeah, have a good rest of your day, too. Because for Cookies Monster, it's only like it's almost 2 o'clock her time. Because it's almost 5 o'clock my time. Oh good, it's still fairly light out. Well, no matter if it's light out or not, I'm going to be trying to put the snowblower away at least. I have to, I'll get up early tomorrow or I'll go out later tonight and finish up a few things. So hopefully we can get that. Because the person that I was hoping to get to do the end of our driveway, his truck blew its engine. He's been doing a lot of plowing, so plowing puts a lot of strain on your engine, your transmission, and any parts that you need to make your truck move. Your engine, your suspension, your transmission. Steering and all that type of stuff. Oh, and just a few seconds ago, all the social stuff was going by. I have an Xbox. I have an Xbox thingy because I have Forza Motorsport. That's through Xbox, so. I also run Minecraft sometimes. Not very often, but sometimes. Matter of fact, it's probably the biggest waste of 20 bucks that I've done is Minecraft, because I've not played it very much. Because honestly, I do not have the patience to play a game like that. Because of all of the stuff that you have to do in order to unlock more stuff and more stuff and more stuff and more stuff and all that type of stuff. And I don't know if my computer could handle running enough mods to make it seem more fun. I've played some Forza Motorsports. I've played some on stream a few times. If you look on YouTube, there's like 3 videos of Forza. We have, I think, 11 videos of farming. Well, not videos, but streams that have been, they're kind of like videos. And since I have the deluxe version of Forza, because it was on sale for like $40, I think it was, for the deluxe version when I got it. And the price is normally like $100 or somewhere close to that. And with the deluxe version of Forza Motorsport, you get a lot of cars and a lot of other stuff. You get almost all the DLCs that are for that game. You know what? There's one of these times where I should dig out Dirt Rally 2.0 and play it some. because when I was just starting out streaming, maybe, or actually when I was playing, actually a long time ago, I used to play Dirt Rally 2.0, but since I played it with a controller, there's a lot of people that probably don't care for the way I play it, but because I'm basically playing career mode on it, I'm not really playing the clubs and all that type of stuff that a lot of streamers do. They do that. They join the clubs and do all kinds of challenges and whatnot. I do basically just the career mode. And that game all by itself is 114 gigs. I think Forza Motorsport is like 135 gigs or something like that. Yeah, okay, well, sorry guy. I know. I was a dick. Trailer's got 7% damage to it now. I don't know what the damage of our load is, but some of the stuff of their changes I don't really care for, but like the fact that I can't see my damage unless they show it to me like that. Okay, well, I said I was going to stop at 5 o'clock. Well, it's 5 o'clock already, and I still have over 2,000 miles to go. Probably go until 5:30ish then. Maybe 6 o'clock at the latest. 6 o'clock. Here, I think. Yeah, there is. Good. Oh, I see why there's 2 lanes. Because there's a toll plaza coming up. Oh, wow. Gee, a car that realized that I was bigger than them and let me go. Wow. Oop. much appreciative of the people watching. I know I don't mention it nearly enough. Thank all the people that follow me on both platforms. You know, you're called a subscriber on YouTube. You're called a follower on Twitch. Technically, it's the same thing because you're not paying to watch me on either platform, and I'm not making any money really off. Well, I am making money off the people who watch ads on Twitch, but not on YouTube, because we are 951 subscribers short of being able to make money off ads on YouTube. But hey, I know I'm not putting out consistent. Not putting out consistent content all the time on. Well, I am via the stream, but not via normal videos like you would see a normal channel put out. By the way, this channel is not normal, if you haven't noticed. This channel is mostly doing ATS, or American Truck Simulator. Is there a... Okay, we have... We're crossing the border. Welcome to the United States. Not technically required by law, but okay, so oops, we want to go this way a little bit farther. There, now I get to do a little bit more regular speed. A lot of times when I do ATS, if I do a really long job like this, sometimes this one job will consume the entire stream. Well, because of the circumstances of today, because I started at like 3 o'clock instead of 1 o'clock. Because at 1 o'clock I was outside shoveling snow. Because we have probably about 8, maybe 10 inches of snow on the ground. That's fresh, that's covering the driveway. Well, it was covering the driveway. A good portion of the driveway has been shoveled out, but the end of the driveway still has not been shoveled out yet. That is one reason why I am Oh, I thought we were on a highway. Must be on like an expressway or something. Hey, look at that. Welcome to Texas. Anybody on either platform has any questions that I may be able to answer, I don't know if I can, depending on how technical your questions are. I know somebody asked earlier where I get my mods. I get them on the website called modsats.com. modsats.com. There is a lot of mods on that website. Some of them are on both some of them can be both found on the workshop and on that website. But usually the ones that are found on that website are much better than the ones found on the... Oops! Which way are we turning? Oh, we're turning this way. I thought we were going straight. I was not paying attention. And if anybody else plays this game, whether you play it modded or not, don't be afraid to strike up a conversation. You're not going to get your head bitten off because you say something. I'm assuming you're not insulting anybody or breaking TOS in any way. Sometimes I play other games besides ATS and ETS2. Sometimes you play some SnowRunner or Forza Motorsport or Dirt Rally 2.0. I've played very little Minecraft. But, I mean... I know there are a lot of people that would rather watch me play this than most of the other games that we play sometimes. If you have a truck that you want somebody else to see pictures of, I believe there's an images section of the Discord. If you're not a member of the Discord, I believe on both Twitch and YouTube there is a command, it's an ! Discord. In YouTube, it will put the Discord link in chat. In Twitch, it does not, because there are so many channels that just put it in the chat, and there's so many people that want to see the Discord link. I'd rather have the person do a little bit of work to get to see it. I mean, it's not like it's so freaking hard to type an ! Discord and then look at your whispers to see what the link is, because I don't really want a whole bunch of people that aren't going to play games that we play here, that are just going to sit there and do absolutely nothing with any of the stuff that is posted on Discord. Because I know there are some people that are just on Discord, they don't do anything, they just exist on Discord. So there's some people that are in our channel that I've never gamed with on stream or off stream. And then there's some people that are very active, who actually use one of the sections of the Discord, like my ATS mods text channel, to see all of the mods that we're using and the load order to put them in and all that type of stuff, so that when you come in to play Convoy with us, you can play and it will run properly. Because if your mods are not in the exact same order that I have them, you will be given a message saying that that something is off with your game, and it will not load properly. You used to be able to play a game and just have, as long as you had the same exact mods as the person that you were playing with, you didn't have to worry about it. And then they decided, oh, everything should be in a certain order and all this type of stuff. People decided that they wanted categories, and that certain mods had to be in a certain part of that category. You know, like some of them had to be higher priority than others, and it's like, oh man. Luckily, map mods are way down at the bottom, which means they're the lowest priority. Because see, it goes from really low priority, which is way down at the bottom of your mod list, to the highest priority up at the top of your list. Because maps, and trucks, and trailers, and all that type of stuff is really low priority stuff. So right now, we're running 2 truck mods. We're running the K100E, which we're not driving at this moment. We're running the Freightliner Argosy, which is the one we are currently driving right now. This truck has 800 horses, 20 speeds, and it has twin turbos. Every once in a while you'll hear that when the truck steps on it, you hear the turbo spool up. See that? You hear that? A little bit of squeaking sound, like a type of almost like a squeaky sound. That's what the turbos, the twin turbos. You got twin turbo, 20-speed, the 20-speed transmission. Because I mean, you got to be able to put that 800 horses to the ground. Okay, well. Okay, so the next time we play this platform, this job will be finished. And hopefully, next Tuesday we won't have any snow. No, let's just say new snow anyways. Because if we do, we'll have another thing like this, where you do part of a job and this job might take 2 or 3 streams if it keeps snowing out. What are we coming up on? It's still somewhat light out. You're doing 66 and a 75. Oops. I think that's a Camaro coming up next to us. No, it's not. It's something else. Oh man, look out a little bit. Hiccup there. Well, we have about 9 minutes to go before we get to our. Well, let's put it this way. I'm gonna go until I can find a rest stop. If it's before 5:30 my time, or if it's after 5:30 my time, we're gonna go until we find a rest stop. Let's put it that way. I have driven 1,020 miles so far on this stream today. So we started down in Durango, Mexico, because I have Team Reforma. It's a mod that you download from. Well, I got mine from the Team Reforma website. Even though the actual platform that you get it from is that I think they use Truckin as their download platform. But I go to the Team Reforma website to get it, and it brings me to wherever they want me to download it from. So, because if you download your mods from a different place than I do, there is something in the download link or whatever it is that tells you where it came from. If it didn't come from the same place I got mine from, then then it determines that you're running the wrong mod. Oh shit. Bah. Shut the bah. No, that's okay. I don't need their. I'm not gonna take unneeded photographs because I already have probably a couple hundred of them that have nothing to do with the achievements of this game. Most of my photos or most of my things are screenshots because I have been running mods for years, and every time there's an update of the game, if there is a change in a mod, I usually take a screenshot of it, of the load order of it for it, excuse me, and then I also have a link posted for that mod if it's a third-party one. If it's not, then I don't. And I usually do the link for the website that it comes from, so therefore if you go into the Discord, you click on that link, it takes you to that website. You download it from there, and you install it the way you know how to. Because if you don't know how to install links, then you'll have to find out how to. Because all the third-party links are loaded onto your profile the same way. But the ones that come from the Steam Workshop, all you have to do is subscribe to them and Steam installs them in your game. But it's still your job to put them in the right order, which kind of sucks. I know I've said that multiple times in this stream, but it's the truth. But it's part of modding. If you don't want to do the work, then you don't need to. Because you don't need to run mods. You can run the game stock if you wish. Because if you want to play the game with us when you play it stock, you can play with us on Saturday. Saturday we play ATS stock. Thursday we play ETS2 modded. Tuesday we play ATS modded. We're only running 33 mods on ETS2, we're running 53 on ATS. Okay, I'm not seeing a... Is there one coming up? Or was there one on that exit? Okay, Santa Rosa. Okay, there's a place coming up before too long. I see a gas station anyways. Fort Sumner. Oh, KFC and other places. Yeah, we're getting off at this next exit. Yeah, I got 5:30. So we're pulling into this rest stop up here. And then we're going to call it a day. Okay, so if you wish to see this job completed, it will be completed next Tuesday, assuming that there is a stream, because as far as I know, there is no chance of snow on Tuesday, but we don't know that for a fact yet, so. Ooh, excuse me. Thank you for everybody who's hanging out, and I will see you in the next stream on Thursday, which we'll be playing some ETS2, assuming that it works. So, like I said, until next time, have a good one.